Hello everyone. So I thought I'd make this video to talk about some things that it's been bothering me. Not really bothering me, but I got a couple of emails and they were asking about me having dyslexia and that I don't talk about it much. I do talk about it. And, they ask some questions about me going to school, and I don't talk about that much. Only because it's hard for me to focus on a lot of things, and they ask me why I haven't really been consistent with talking about both the smoothies that I like to do and my dyslexic, just questions like that. Let's start with school. So, I'm in school. Yes. I am in school and I'm taking some classes, computer classes. It's a little bit challenging, but, I'm making it through. I'm doing the best I can. I have extra help. I have tutoring, so I'm getting extra help. My consistency situation, sometimes when I'm trying to focus on things that I've learned, I have a hard time with thinking about what smoothies I'm going to make or how to do things different. It's hard. Well, let me just say this. It's hard juggling a lot for me. So, and if I have a lot on my plate, it's really, really hard. That's basically, all I can say about that. I'm giving you the best I can. I'm giving you me. It's what I am. I don't show too much of me going to the store and stuff like that. My struggles are balancing everything every day. Yes, I am a grown woman, but like I said, I do have dyslexic and I do have anxiety. That's something that I never, ever shied away from or not told you all. I've been asked why I don't share more of my life. Do I have a man? Yes, I was in a relationship. I'm not in the relationship now. We're friends. We're good friends. We're always going to be good friends. Some other things why I don't really show my children. I do sometimes. I did show my youngest. Just a lot of questions you all are asking, and I understand you want to see more of me, and I'm going to give you what I can right now, because right now I'm trying to mostly focus on school. So I'm, like I said, I'm trying to learn to give you more of me, like going to the grocery store and stuff like that, or things that I get. And sometimes I do. Like today I did the Timo video. If you go back and look, I did do the Timo video. I do have a page where I share me doing some hair sometimes, or my hair. So I do have that page is Never Give Up. So I do have another page. My everyday life, my strong, they asked me, so what's my strong points? What are my strong things that I'm strong at? Or that's how it was put. But I guess it was saying things that I'm really good at. I'm good with my hands. I said that in a couple of my old videos. I'm very good with my hands. Like I said, I love to do hair. I love to crochet. I just like to do a lot of things, with my hands. I did a little sewing for a little while. I do have a sewing machine. Just things like that. Like I'm a person, I love to clean. Like I love to keep my house clean. People that know me, they say, why do you change your house around so much? Things like that. But just trying to focus in school. I'm trying to stay focused because it's very hard for me, once I get off task, like staying focused on me thinking and trying to, like a normal person. I say this all the time. A normal person can go through their everyday life, but me being dyslexic, I'm constantly thinking about what I've learned in school so I can remember it, so I can, say, okay, I've learned that. I can tell you what to do, but I can't explain it to you how to do it. That's some of my weaknesses like I can tell you a little bit about Excel. I can tell you about Windows 10 and 11, things that you can do in it. I can tell you about some points of PowerPoint. I can tell you about a Word, Word 1 and 2 that I take. Like I can tell you how to do some of the things, but explaining it is very hard for me. So I'm a type of person that with my dyslexic, I have to hear it over and over and over again. People that know me, like music, I love music. And I can sing a song, I can word for word because I've heard it over and over and over again. So that's how I am with learning. Like I have to hear it over and over again. That's what, even with reading, like, because if I get stuck on a word, I have to go back, and read the sentence again because I didn't know that word or it was hard for me to break down, like stuff like that. So that's the struggles that I'm having when I'm in school. But I'm trying to better my life by doing this, and I wanted to know more about computers and stuff. And then I was told a long time ago that working in IT is a good for people with dyslexic. So I don't know how well it's going to be, but, I don't know if I'm going to make it that far. I want to make it that far. That's my goal eventually. But right now I'm just at the basics. So I'm learning the basic stuff. So, but that basically is, why my struggles and why you don't see too much of what I'm doing yet. Sometimes I show me going to the store or what I've came back from the store. If you look back at my videos and stuff like that. But yes, that's my struggles. I'm going through that because I have to read stuff over and over again constantly. But hopefully I have a Orcam soon where it can read it to me so I can just keep clicking it and read it back to me, over and over and over again. So hopefully, I get to that point where I do have that, and it can read to me and I can just listen to it. Like even with some of my classes, I tape some of my classes on my phone. But that's even become a problem because don't have enough storage. So I'm working on another phone, which everyone keeps telling me, the people that are dyslexic and the classes that I take, you need an iPhone. Can't afford an iPhone right now. I'm working on it, but I can't afford an iPhone. But I did have an iPhone, and believe me, when that iPhone shut down, I cried. I mean, literally cried because my iPhone was my everything. It was like my other part of my brain, like really. And I've said that before in videos. If you go back and look at them, I did have an iPhone at one time, but iPhones are a lot different now. And they have a lot more things that could help me. But like I said, iPhones are very expensive. So, I'm working on a lot of things and I'm getting some help, like I said, with some of the things that I want and the programs and stuff that I want to get into, I'm getting the help. So hopefully, eventually I'm going to get there and get where I need to be. It's going to be a struggle, but I've struggled all my life. And that's just what I had to do all my life. But I have kept a household going. I pay my bills. We do that. Some people with dyslexic does have a hard time with that kind of stuff and anxiety and all the other stuff. But I take care of my children, So, I do the daily of the basics of life, but I just struggle a little bit more harder than others, And I've showed you some things of me being at school, But that's a little bit, to answer some of the questions that you asked me in the email, my emails, it's not easy for me, but, juggling life, if someone tells you with dyslexic and anxiety that it's easy, it's not easy. And that's just me being honest. It's not an easy life, but I juggle it. And I do the best I can, But I have to stay focused. Like, it's very hard for me to get off track, even with the kids. I have to stay on a set schedule. Like, okay, if I study 2 hours, then I'm off 2 hours, because if not, I get exhausted and I get frustrated. Like, people with dyslexic will tell you, that's their daily, it's hard, but it's hard. It's really hard, and I'm just telling the truth of my life. This is what I deal with, this is my everyday life. Even relationships, you hear people with dyslexic and anxiety. It's hard with relationships because they can't deal with you. Sometimes they have a hard time understanding you, the things that you go through, and I've had other things in my life, like I said, I've been in an abusive relationship. I've been molested, it's other things I juggle with too, but you would never know that about me because I try to, and I do. I have a therapist and I deal with that. But that's basically my life and what I go through and, my everyday struggles. Every day there's a struggle. I get up and I think about, okay, what do I need to do today? Tuesdays and Thursdays are my off days. So I try to focus on everything that I've learned Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tomorrow's an off day for school for me. So I'll probably be studying. And I have to study harder because I don't have something that will read the paper to me or read the chapter that I need to be reading. Just things like that. Like, it would be all good if I could just get everything I needed to get on tape and just listen to it. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It costs. And I've been on every website there is, the things that I need, like books that I need. Even the library, DC library where I go to class at, like a lot of the computer books are not. They're not, you can't hear them. You can't get them on tape. You can't get them on audio, So that's always been a frustrating thing for me. And I'm sure there's other people with the same problems I have. It's very frustrating to get things on tape or audio, especially things that you really need. Like, and I really need that kind of stuff so I can hear it over and over like I listen to music and I can get it. But if I don't, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for me. It's a frustrating struggle. The anxiety is through the roof, But like I said, I'm getting there. I'm getting somewhere. Because I can tell you some things about Excel 1 and 2 and 3. And I can tell you some things, especially about Windows 10 and 11. And I love 11. Windows 11, I love it. I love it. Because it helps you a lot. But we won't get into all that because this video ain't about that. But yes. that's a little bit about me. And yes, the struggles that I'm going through with it being in school, you know, it's hard, you know. And if anybody could help me, if anybody got anything they could give me to help me, or because I've tried a lot. I've tried a lot of things, but the only thing that works is me hearing it over and over and over again. You know, even with the book, you know, I have to read that one page over and over and over again. When I was in hair school years ago, I didn't connect all of that together. And, you know, eventually I did connect it together, but it was too late then, you know, because I spent like $1,000 on my lady cosmetology CD disc thing where you can watch it and hear it. I did all of that. And I was good at the hands-on test, but terrible at the written. And I've said that before too. Like, it's certain things that I still think about, like, if I had some of the things that I have now, maybe things would have been better. But I didn't. And I can't drill on that. I have to keep going. And so that's what I'm doing. I hear people say all the time, you should be a millionaire. Okay, I should be, because I do. I have a lot of things in my head that I want to do, but I just can't get it going. And that's what a lot of people with dyslexic have. We have so much stuff in our brains and we could be millionaires, but we just can't get it going. And so I'm here to say that I am trying very hard. And believe me, this is something that I'm going to keep fighting, keep going with this until I can't do it anymore. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to get to the point where, as though, at least I can have a sit down job and be comfortable at it, you know. And it's going to be probably a hard task, but it's going to be something that my brain is probably going to overload every day. And I'll probably, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, I'll come home and I'll have a headache, but that's okay. But I know that I'm doing my work and it's right, because anything that, you know, you have to really concentrate on, being dyslexic and having anxiety, it gives you a headache. It does. But you know that you're getting it, you know. And I'm learning that. So that's my video of some things about me, again, that the emails that I'm getting about, you know, my struggles and me doing things, and the smoothies not being consistent, and, you know, all kinds of stuff, me being why they don't see me in a relationship, and yeah, all of that. So you guys make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. And that's a little bit about me, and trying to answer some of you questions in the emails that I'm getting, and, you know, trying to give you something to, you know, that, you know, I could answer. But like I said, it's a daily struggle for me. And people don't say that because they just want to put it behind them. But it's a daily struggle for me. Juggling everything. It's a struggle for me. But I want to thank you all for supporting me. And I want to thank you all for subscribing to my page. And see you soon. I'm that difficulty dyslexic woman. Yes. I'm out.